Hi friends, by Planet Earth dating, it's Friday, January 16th, 2015. Lynn Body-Mind right now is containing Asha, Luce, several future lives of Luce, and our teacher Ra. The Jamie Body-Mind is housing Pan and Glenn the Commander. We are going to go back in time and finish up some work that we ran out of time to do the other day because the time tunnels were collapsing and we had to get out of there. But we're going to, of course, have the overarching intention to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to trigger the awakening right now with the pointed intention of finishing the work we began a few days ago. And with that, it begins. Up to the time tunnels.
Hands up. Walking
back the right time. Dropping down.
Down. And here we are. We're in the auditorium. It's like we just appeared on the stage behind Samuel and Asha.
We're behind them this time.
That's true.
Last time we were in front of them.
That's true. Channels up. Alright, here we go. And it's like the crowd is that we've appeared, and so stepping forward. Everyone remain calm. We're here from the future. We're here to make wrongs right. Asha?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
You're so familiar. You're so familiar. Let me just feel you. It's sometimes easier if I feel.
I know.
I'm sorry. I know you really well, but I can't tell who you are right now.
You know
I'm
me
sorry.
as the commander of Starship 5.
Oh, hi.
Hello, it's good to see you.
It's a little different. Something's not quite right with that.
Well, it's me from the future.
Oh, that's it. Got it.
In this time, you know me as the commander of Starship 5.
Right.
So, what do you think is going on right now? Say it so everyone can hear you.
The courageous one says it's time to live without hiding things, to live transparent lives, and that's definitely true. Everybody's hiding things, and that's not helpful. And he says, well, that it's, that since I'm his consort, that everybody knows that we merge in private, and that it's totally fine to merge in public, and that this is the right setting of the energy flow to have.
Good.
And he assures me, and I question that about the right energy flow, because this energy flow is pretty high. But he said this is the setting.
Good. Everyone can hear you. Keep speaking up. What did he tell you it looked like?
We didn't talk about that.
What do you think it looks like?
I don't know what it looks like when people merge. I have no idea. Why do you ask?
We'll explain more later. Channels up, as can be shown. Yeah, it's time to go. Asha?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the situation.
Mm-hmm.
This might upset you. What's actually going on here on this stage is not what the courageous one told you was going on. And it would be much better for you to come with us to the future.
I'm fine with going to the future.
Good. Come with us.
I'm gonna let me just check with my teacher. He's right here. He doesn't seem to want me to go with you.
No, he doesn't, Asha. Groom the channels up.
Oh, good point.
Groom the channels up.
Why shouldn't I go with them? Seems like...
It's time to go. Asha, I'm going to wrap you in a blanket now. Here we go. We're going to go up. walking back through the time tunnels. It's all right. I've got you. I've got you. The right time. Dropping down.
Oh, there's Luce. Hi.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Ra's going to take you from here. Bye, everyone. Time tunnel up. The right time. Dropping down. Well, now there's a big ruckus.
Right.
Samuel?
What? That was completely inappropriate, what you just did.
So now it's time for you to explain what it was that you were doing and why you think it was a good thing. Why do these people need to see it? Explain.
It felt like the right thing to do. It was my gut instinct. I just follow my gut. My gut was saying, do this. I know that that's the right thing to do.
Perfect. So that's exactly what I thought you were going to say. Now, the issue is, what your gut is telling you to do is not always the right thing to do, despite what we've been taught.
I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Do you recognize me?
Not really, no.
I'm Glenn, from the future. I've come back from the future into this time to stop you from making a series of mistakes. And you're making one right now. Can you see that? Just try to see that what you're doing is a mistake.
How is it a mistake?
You're exploiting a student.
My head is hurting really a lot right now.
So groom your channels up. Just use your hands, lift your channels up. Right now you have a channels in a configuration that is causing you to do things that are mistakes, that are harmful to yourself and to others. You are harmful to yourself and others in this state. Can you see how that might be true?
I'm feeling really confused right now.
That's true, you are. Take your hands. Groom your channels up.
I'm not sure I should be listening to you.
I'm going to turn to the audience for a moment.
They're actually my audience. They're not your audience. I don't recall inviting you to this talk. Did I miss my...
Thank you. Oh wow, how did you freeze him? That's not really important right now. Hello everyone. Some of you may know me. My name is Glenn. I was the commander of Starship 5. I see a lot of familiar faces. Hello. I've come back from the future, from not too far ahead in the future, to speak to you about what's going on here. Because it seems there is a vast misconception about the way we've been living our lives that leads to situations like this. First, it's important for me to say, can you see that what was happening on this stage was despicable?
There are hands up
there are
in
hands
a
up.
zone, in zones. There are
we go.
hands up, but there are many hands not up, and many arms crossed over chests and heads shaking no.
So I refer you to what Asha was saying before we took Asha out of the situation, when I asked her to speak about what her perception was about what was going on.
She's lying.
Well, that's blaming the victim. the way we've been going about life leads to situations where people are acting on what they perceive to be instinct of the right thing to do, but are instead acting on misinformation and misguidance. This is what needs to change. And it does change in the future. But we have the opportunity to change it now. Everyone can see the courageous one now. Here, frozen on the stage. Everyone can see him standing here.
Yes.
Good. I'm going to show you an image of what he looked like actually not too long ago. We can see, and feel free to disagree with me if you have a disagreement, but can you see that he is in a state of decline?
Oh. He doesn't look as good now as he did then.
He doesn't look as good now. This is what the way we've been living does to its spiritual teachers, to the teachers of the way. It slowly actually slowly is not really the right word. It destroys them. Because the way that we have been living is not sustainable. And we can change now, so that no other students need to be exploited.
There's a lot of uneasy shifting in the chairs.
That's true.
And a lot of, they don't want to hear it. A lot of hands over the ears, whether or not this is energetic or happening. I can't.
Seems like a combination of both.
Yes, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's difficult for people. I'm sorry, I should have identified. This is Asha.
Yes,
I'm in Asha from our time, not from this past time. They don't want to change their worldview. It's threatening for people to change their worldview and their self-view. They don't want to change.
That's true.
We're giving them a chance to change, but we can't be attached to them changing because odds are good they won't.
That's true.
We try. We assume they're going to say no, but we really go all out.
That's true.
And if even a couple of them change, well, then it was a success.
That's true.
See if you can find anybody who's actually following along. Find the heads that are shaking, that are nodding, and talk to those people. Let go of all the shaking heads. We're not going to get through to the shaking no heads, but we have the potential to help the nodding heads.
That's true.
Maybe call them closer to the stage.
Yes. To those of you who are still interested in hearing what I have to say,
I'd like to hear.
Come closer to the stage.
Yes.
You have questions.
How do you know these things?
My channels are up. I'm listening to higher power. I'm receiving guidance from above instead of from the world around me. And because of that, I can perceive things that seem impossible.
Go on.
So I know that you have questions.
Yes, I do.